Tunes.
Hey, welcome to Bro Tunes again, where we do all kinds of fun art and things. Today is another Toon Tuesday with Dudelz. This is another one of these videos that you can just sit back and if you're bored and just watch a guy make a little doodle, do a little digital drawing. Here I'm just working a very simple stylized character. As you can see, the construction's already been laid out with the Loomis principle, the head, the Loomis head. That's always a good guide to place all the face features and everything. Gave him a little earring. Those black studs are in style. I see a lot of guys wearing those. Oh, draw on the chin area. Yeah. Gave him a little bit of it's kind of squared off chin at the end. I'm using the hold shift technique there. I dropped my stylist, my little pen thing, and I ended up using the shift tool. The way I shot the video, it seems like the tools are cropped out. I'm sorry if you were interested in seeing, but I'm just using basically the paintbrushes and the erasers and maybe sometimes the other type of tools where I could highlight whatever I'm trying to select or whatever. I gave him some sideburns there. As you can see, I'm drawing only half of him. This is something I was like, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna draw half of him, and then try to flip it. I don't really do that. I have seen some really nice art pieces on DeviantArt where you can tell that they only drew half, but it still came out as a nice drawing. But you can just tell that it was half drawn and then flipped over. You can tell because the other side looks exactly the same, which isn't so bad, I guess. What you could do is flip it over and then make some slight differences. You know what I mean? Yep, I'm doing half of Maple Leaf because this guy is from Canada, just like me. Naming it, put it on a different layer so it doesn't get confused. Sometimes I mess up the layers. Looks like I'm gonna draw the rest of his side. He's wearing a toque for winter. I had something selected. See, oh, these lines aren't so great. I'll probably have to shave him down. As you can see, I'm using Photoshop this time around instead of Flash, and the beauty of it is that you can shave the lines a lot better than Flash because it has its jitter control. This one doesn't have that type of thing because we're working with pixels, and you can just literally erase. Oh, maybe giving him a little mustache, some facial hair. Yeah, I ended up saying, yeah, forget it. He'll be better off without it. Shave off some angles there. Add a shine in his stud. Here we go. Now we're gonna flip him over. Oops. I did image flip instead of edit flip. Scoot it over. Keep on going. Oh, that's probably Photoshop freezing up because my laptop is not the best. And there we have it. He's flipped over. Clearly, the hat needs some work. Flip that over. There we go. And now he's got a head, complete head. Scale that down, stretch it out. Now it's complete. There's some repairs that still need to be done. Shave, shave, shave. Again, that's the beauty of Photoshop that Flash doesn't have. It's a lot harder to shave. You can manipulate the lines in Flash, but sometimes, depending on your line and how much stability, how much jitter stability you put on it, like how much jitter control that you put, that could really affect how your lines on how your lines can be manipulated. Like you can only have so much freedom with it. It looked like I screwed up on a layer, so I had to fix that. There's the dude. There's my computer being whack. See that? My mouse is kind of busted. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. See, it's doing that on its own. It's probably due to me clicking the button too hard. See, it's doing it on its own. See that? I need a new computer. I'm currently trying to save up for a new computer. I've been working long hours. Wow. Yeah, see, I'm trying to save money for a computer. That's why I did the money sign. Let you guys know. Because I'm doing animation and stuff, it's good to have a reasonable computer. I'm hoping to get at least a decent desktop computer. And something that'll at least last reasonably long, and something that has decent power to perform well doing animation stuff. I haven't been doing too heavy things. Mainly the 3D stuff is a lot heavier probably. So I haven't really done any 3D in a while. It's something I need to get back into. I haven't really touched it that much since college. But I definitely should get back into it. I know I'm rusty. I'm going to have to relearn a lot of things. But I'll be okay. I do, however, think I like 2D better. There's just something, there's just a special magic of using the pencil or drawing it by hand. You know, it's easier to add your own style. And sometimes 3D takes more time. Let's say if you're modeling things, it might take more time. It's more complicated. But at the same time, 3D is faster if you've made a character and can recycle everything and have a good rig that you can move. You can move everything and just set the keys. As you can see, I was screwing up all kinds there. I ended up figuring it out. I was like, what's going on? There we go, the finished maple leaf. I think the actual maple leaf, the two ends on the side are a little bit slanted upward, but I made them a little bit slanted outward, but I'm just going to leave it. His eyes are a little too close, so I'm going to shave it down. Holding shift to make sure it's straight lines. So his hockey jersey resembles the 1970s Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. Drawing in some skin, coloring in some skin. There are different kinds of ways of doing this. I remember in Paint, it was so easy to just fill in. Photoshop's a little bit different. You can fill it in, but usually it leaves lines right around the contours of the black, and it's annoying to fix it up. I'm sure there's ways in fixing that or avoiding that, but yeah, I just usually do something else. Yeah, here I'm isolating the areas I want to paint. There we go. See, that's usually what I do. Color in that ear, man. There. Now his head's colored. Still have some little edits to do. Make it a little darker because the Maple Leafs jersey is a darker blue. Now let's work on his toque. Is that what I'm going for? Oh, nah. I'm gonna color in his eyebrows. Color in his hair. Yeah, I had these weird lines there. That was the outline of his head, but since he has hair, there's more. It's created more space there. Looks like I need to fix that a little bit. I'll probably get back to it. Imagine if you could have it both ways, where you can stretch out lines and things, but it doesn't work like that. Clearly, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. Which layer? Did I name them nicely? They're adding some shine in his eye. The light. Coloring in his hair. He's growing his hair out. I'd really like to get a new tablet, but they're fairly expensive. I'd like to get one where I could actually see the screen. My cousin was showing me on this website. It's kind of like an eBay, Amazon type thing, and everything's super cheap, but it's kind of like too good to be true. So I don't know like if it's trustworthy. How could things sell for so cheap? I want the display monitor. I have a cheap one that my college provided, which I'm really thankful they gave me that because it allowed me to do lots of work. I don't know what to do without it, you know. I ended up having to buy a new wire for the USB for it because it somehow got bent out of shape and it stopped working. So, yeah, take care of your stuff, people. I recently dropped a hard drive, and I'm gonna have to get my cousin's husband to a look at it because he's a computer guy. And oh man, I'm praying so hard that it's fixable or at least salvageable. I just want to at least be able to take my files out of it. It still turns on, which that's good. I've had a computer that got messed up, and we were able to save the files, but I didn't drop that. So, but my computer got messed up. He wiped the thing and retrieved whatever files and left them on a folder in my computer, and that cost $100 to do that. Just because I got one of those blue screens of death type things. What had happened was I got frustrated with my computer. I held the button for a forced shutdown. They say make that your last resort. I don't remember if it was, but I clicked it and then my computer got messed up after that. So always back up your work. I do back up my work, or I usually cut them out of my computer because it's building up for the memory, and then I put it on the hard drive. Now I can't do that because the hard drive's currently out of order, which I'm really hoping that I could at least do something about it. So I'm really hoping that that my cousin's husband can do something with it. So here I'm drawing a very simple CN Tower because the guy's from Toronto. Why I drew this is because I am very excited to watch this new season of hockey. This year, the Maple Leafs made the playoffs last year, and they hadn't made the playoffs in a while, and they haven't won a cup in a very long time, since the 60s. And last year they made the playoffs, and they had some promising new players, which was really exciting. So I'm excited to I'm excited for this year. I really enjoy watching hockey, and it's it's a Canadian pastime that a lot of Canadians like to do. However, my new job, it doesn't allow me a lot of free time, so I'll see what I can do, work with it, or I know eventually down the road I might get a new job, but let's see how things work out. Yep, and I guess that's it. Just a very simple drawing of a Canadian dude who's wearing hockey type gear, who's excited for the new season to come up, as am I. So I really hope everything goes well with my job and I can at least catch some of the action. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for all of our other cartoon stuff. And please like and subscribe and whatever. Do all that fun stuff and check out our other videos. So, peace.